Now, I've done something very interesting tonight. You see, at the bar, as I said, I see so many dates going badly. And the ones that hurt me the most to see are the dates, presumably mostly first dates, that are just silent. Have you guys had that before, when you meet someone and then it just, like, it dies? Right? Isn't that horrible when it just goes silent and both of you are just kind of going... Wie geht's? Was magst du so? And then it's so, because you know, once it gets silent, it's really, really hard to get out of that silence. And as a comedian who basically never shuts up, this is very painful for me to see. So what I did is, if any of you have been in these situations before, I started to notice that men's downfall a lot of times is getting help from the internet. So I did something I never done before. I did some research. I looked up 160 questions you have to know for first dates. So, see, keep in mind, these are obviously for situations that the conversation's already died down, right? Because if a date's going well and you're flowing, you don't need to think of good questions you read online. Right? You're just flowing, you're talking, you don't need this. But I looked up some, and some of them are cool, and then it goes off the rails really fast. You know, like imagine, you know, there's some good ones. For example, what do you do in your free time? Valid question. It's an interesting start once it's silent, right? Like you're just like, what do you do in your free time? It's kind of weird, but it's not a bad one. Or are you an indoors or outdoors person? Very Austrian, but okay. That's basically an Austrian way of asking, do you like hiking? If I want to take you to the mountains, how much objection will you have against that? And then number 3 on the list was, who's the most fascinating person you ever met? This is like, who's the most fascinating person you ever met? Already implying, not you. Clearly someone else. But the first 3 are very Austrian to me. It's like, what are your hobbies? Are you okay with mountains? Who do you know? What benefits do I get from getting close to you? What district do you live in? What district do you live in has to be very Austrian, because, you know, it's like 16th? No. Sorry, I can't do it. Anything outside of the first is prolet. I don't... Or this one. What's your favorite piece of furniture you've ever owned? Now, if this question is not a line-up to the sentence, because I want to fuck you on it, it's just weak. Or, have you ever joined any meetup groups? That's a hidden way of how many psychos will I have to deal with if I date you? Are there going to be random groups of people just joining us on dates? Or are we going to have privacy? Then there's... See, like this is... What's the most recent thing you've ever done for the first time? Someone has a dirty mind. I just said thing. I didn't mean sexual thing. I just meant thing. So, lady who said ooh, what is the most recent thing you've done for the first time? Fucked an Austrian! A round of applause. This is... I have a couple of more. This is what was like, where would you move anywhere in the world and still find and maintain a reasonable standard of living? That's a fantastic conversation starter, no? Let's go like, hey, listen, the atmosphere died down, but if you think about economics and your job stability around the marketplace in the world, that's like, makes any lady horny. Like, yeah, talk to me about the marketplace. Yes. What's up with crypto? Yeah. The question from the Swiss? Wait, what's up with crypto or the marketplace description? The marketplace description? yeah, I mean, hey, the Swiss make a lot of money, so it's not a bad guess. If the threesome doesn't work out, you can... Do we have any Swiss people in? Usually I'd ask men, but she looks desperate, so...
I've done the Swiss.
You've done all of them? Lady, please, like... Some of them. But you've done enough of theirs. Like, I've done the Swiss. I've done all this. I haven't done all of them, but Zurich, Basel, and Lucerne are out. Like, I don't even... It's covered. Now I have shorter holidays there. But basically, this is also one that I just popped up in the list. What machine or appliance in your house aggravates you the most? That's a guy who has suffered from domestic violence before. Just like, what aggravates you and can you throw it against me? Okay? I want to know, can you throw it against me? And here's my favorite one. What fact floored you when you heard it? Yeah, see? See, think of that. What fact floored you? And think of that, saying that on a date. Like, guys, imagine that. Or girls, imagine that. You're out with a guy on a date, and you just tell them something about yourself, and they go, that fact about you floored me. Doesn't work, does it now?